What is up, NFL Reactor Nation? We are back once again for NFL Week 4 preview, and we're kicking it off with a game I am very excited for. Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. These two teams are just, for me, this season particularly interesting. Cardinals seem to be on the up. Seahawks are still that middle-of-the-road team. We saw them really competitive last year in their division. They obviously weren't the greatest overall team, but in their division, they were fighting for, the win of their division. But in this game, I have the Arizona Cardinals taking the win. To kick off the Sunday slate, we have the, why is it glitching? Oh, there we go. The Carolina Panthers versus the New England Patriots. Looking at matchup predictor, this game is going to be close, and I'm going to go against matchup predictor. I'm going to pick the Carolina Panthers to take the win. Got the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. I gotta take San Fran. Hold up. Why is Mac Jones questionable? Hold on. Oh my. Who's their backup? Backup. After Mac Jones. Adrian Martinez. Never heard of the dude. So, that should be interesting. I'm still going to take the 49ers. Although that may be a mistake. But yeah, we're going to stick with it. And we have our Dublin game. First overseas game of the season. Minnesota Vikings, Pittsburgh Steelers. Gotta take the Vikings. A lot of entries in these games. Obviously, J.J. McCarthy. We got a lot of people out. There's the injury report. Not good for these teams having their top players out. Chargers and Giants. Yeah, gotta take the Chargers. Agree with matchup predictor. We've got, Jackson Dart in now. Jackson Dart versus Justin Herbert. I am really excited to see that quarterback matchup. And obviously Cam Scatabo over there. Just a beast of a running back. So, two teams that are 0-3. Well, one's got to pick up a win, and matchup predictor is probably right, and it's going to be the Houston Texans. Yeah, the NFC, or what is it? Yeah, AFC South, pretty pitiful, except for the Colts and semi-Jaguars. Commanders and Falcons. This one is really close. We saw this Falcons team win over the Minnesota Vikings. I think they're going to take the win over the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are without their starting quarterback. Vikings had their starting quarterback. That took out the starting quarterback. And we have a lot of big-name injuries on the Commanders. So, I'm picking Falcons. Do I even need to talk much about this one? Bills for the win. Now, this game should be awesome. I always love watching these two teams play. We've seen them play in the playoffs tons of times. Those are when the real classics come out. But this regular season game between these two teams, I think it's going to be really close because obviously the Buccaneers have a deep roster that really can shine when they need to. And if there's any time they're going to do it, it's got to be now. They got to do it now. And I'm still going to take the Eagles, but I have a lot of faith in the Buccaneers upsetting my prediction. Lions, enough said. Colts versus Rams. Rams just took a loss. Colts undefeated. I think this is the end of the undefeated run for the Colts. And I want to remind y'all, none of my predictions are influenced by Matchup Predictor. I already know these coming into the video. Well, not coming into the video, but, right before I click on them. Anyway, yeah. I am taking Rams in this one. Ravens versus Chiefs. I heard someone talking about this on ESPN. The fight to save their seasons. I love that quote. Because it really is, one of these teams is going to end up 1-3. And these teams are both very big teams. Super Bowl capable winning teams. About to go 1-3. So who's it going to be? It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Baltimore Ravens are taking the dub out of this one. The Chiefs are not the same team that they were. Hell, even last year, they're not the same team that they were. So, they're not going to take the dub. Bears versus Raiders. I have got Bears taking the win in this one, and it looks like Matchup Predictor agrees. Packers versus Cowboys. Micah Parsons goes back to Dallas. He's got a wonderful quote right here. It's going to be painful sacking Dak. I mean, all these things. This is the biggest Packers versus Cowboys showdown we have seen in a long time. And obviously, I'm taking Packers. Matchup Predictor once again agrees. But Micah Parsons going back to Dallas. He's got a huge fire going. That is going to be something very interesting to see. And then we've got a Monday Night Football doubleheader. Dolphins and Jets. Yeah, I gotta agree with Matchup Predictor here. Taking Dolphins. This Jets team, they just don't have it what the Dolphins have. The Dolphins don't have much, but they've got enough to beat the Jets. Bengals versus Broncos. Last week and the week before, I would have confidently told you that the Cincinnati Bengals were going to win this game. But now, without Joe Burrow, they have Jake Browning at quarterback. Obviously, he's not the greatest. 5 interceptions, only 3 touchdowns. We saw them get demolished by the Vikings last week, who also had a backup quarterback. This Bengals team relies on Joe Burrow, and it shows. Broncos for the win. Anyways, guys, that is it for our NFL Week 4 preview. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.